Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to a great day of learning. We're your teachers today. I'm Miss Brandy.
And I'm Miss Amanda. We are so glad to be with you today for tons of fun reading and knowledge.
I'd like to share some of our learning goals with you today. We're going to read some words with the endings and suffixes like ed, ing, s, es, and we're going to read a new story.
All right. Now, we're also going to answer some questions and identify the main purpose of our text. So our focus standards today are RF.2.3 and 4 and RI.2.1 and 6.
We also have some words to share with you today that will have R-controlled vowels. We'll talk more about them in later lessons, but we want you to listen for them today. You may have seen and heard some of these types of words before.
Yeah, like, I'm thinking about the word sister.
Sister,
yeah. I hear the sound in that word. So for this word, it sounds like but it's spelled with an ER.
That's right. Now listen to this word, born. Say born. What sound do you hear in the middle of that word, born? I heard or. We would spell that sound with an O-R, like this, O-R,
for or, born. Now, here is one more word. Say yard. What's that middle sound in yard? Amazing, it's R. That's the middle or the medial sound. Now, we would spell this R sound with an AR, just like in this word, yard.
Friends, since we're working with so many sounds today, let's get all of them organized. We have a large chart here that we can use to organize those words. We'll listen for the sounds and then determine how we would spell that sound. Let's start by saying the sounds on the chart.
First, we have some long A sounds, all right? So A spelled A, consonant E, all right? Now this is A spelled AY. Here we have A spelled with just A. And then finally we have that A sound spelled with AI. Now we also have some R-controlled sounds. Here we have spelled with ER, or spelled with OR, and R spelled with AR.
Now we have some words that we need to sort into the correct categories. We'll listen to the word first, determine its vowel sound, then we'll check the word to see how that vowel sound is spelled.
Perfect.
And then finally, we'll place it in the correct category on our chart. Let's get started with our first word. Same. Say same. I hear that A sound in same. That is a long A sound. Let's see how it is spelled. S-A-M-E. Ah, yes. A consonant E. So Miss Amanda, will you place that in the correct column?
I'll be glad to. A consonant E. Same.
Good.
Now, Miss Brandy, I'll also put the next word up for us, okay?
Okay.
Now, this word is day. Say day. What's the vowel sound for day? Ah, yes, A. And it's spelled how? A-Y. I'll put it in the correct spot.
Let's keep going. Miss Amanda, what's our next word?
I like the word port.
Me too.
Port. What's the vowel sound you hear, friends? Great listening. Or, look at the word. How do we spell that? If you said O-R, you've got it. All right, I'm going to put it here for or. Port.
Port.
Okay. Now, let me get one more word for us.
Okay.
All right? Take a look at this word, friends. This is rain. Tell me the vowel sound you hear. Nice work. When we look at the word, we see that the vowel sound is spelled with an AI that says A. All right? Miss Brandy, I'm going to put it in its spot.
Okay. As I'm looking at our chart, I'm noticing that we don't have any words in some of those spots.
True. That's true.
What's a word that you know, friends, that may be spelled with the sound? Vowel sound spelled with the ER.
Good thinking. You know, I thought I heard this word. For those of you who might have said another word, let's break this one down. Let's say the sounds in the word. Helper. The word is helper. So let's fill that spot.
Yes.
Spelled ER.
Good.
Helper.
Good.
All right. Let's think. We still have some empty spots. What about a word that you may know that has the R sound that is spelled AR? R spelled AR.
I hear some good answers.
I do too. They're getting it.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Some of you may have thought of this word. Read this word on your own. Excellent work. All right, this word is dart. I'm going to put it in its spot.
Okay. Great. Thank you, Miss Amanda. Great word. Dart is actually a multiple meaning word, Miss Amanda. Yes.
True.
It can mean an
True.
action to move really quickly.
Yeah.
Like the waitress can dart to the table to clean a spill.
True.
It could also mean an item for a game with the sharp point.
Throwing darts.
The winner's dart.
Yes, very
Yes.
good. Now, multiple meaning words are so interesting, all right? So let me dart over here and grab this last word, all right? Friends,
Good job.
this word is baking. What vowel sounds do you hear? Amazing. There are the vowel sounds. There are actually two vowel sounds in this word, right? We hear the A and then we hear the I in ing. All right, since we're working on that A sound, we're going to use that sound to sort. So look how this word is spelled. The A sound is spelled with a single A. So we're going to place it in that category.
Yes.
A, baking, spelled with an A.
Scholars, you've done some great sorting with us today. I'm going to point to these words and read them, and you read them after me. Same, baking, rain, day, helper, port, and dart.
Perfect.
Now that we've practiced some words, let's get ready to read today's text.
Let's do it.
All right, so take a look at this cover.
This says Kids Excel. Do you know what excel means? Well, excel means to work hard to do something very well.
Exactly. The title, Kids Excel, is the name of a magazine. Each story in this reader is written as if it were an article in the magazine. Many magazines are composed of nonfiction or informational articles, meaning the stories report real-life occurrences.
The characters in Kids Excel are fictional or they're made up, but the stories are realistic. So this means the genre for Kids Excel is realistic fiction.
The first story is titled A Letter from the Publisher. Do you know what publishers do? Publishers are the people in charge of printing magazines and books.
Now, look at the table of contents and tell us the page on which A Letter from the Publisher begins.
There you go, page 2. Now, let's move on to page 2. Notice this is set up like a letter. So there is a beginning greeting or a salutation, the body of the letter that holds the main points, and the signature line where the written name is. In preparation for our reading, let's read some words together that we will see in the text.
Now, we're going to look at these words together and pay close attention to their sounds. Remember, you have all the tools you need to break down or sound out these words. Okay, when we get to a word we may not know, we're just going to say those sounds in that word and blend those sounds together. Let's get going. All right, first word. Ah, great, math. Next word. Let's say the sounds. Ch, at, chat. Great work.
Let's keep going. Next word. Ask. Final word. Dads. Great reading. Let's look at the next list. What do you notice about all of these words? Good eye. They all end with ing.
So let's read these words. What's that first word? Ah, running. What about the next word? Yes, jumping. Read the next word. Skipping. And what's that final word? Standing. Amazing.
Here's our final list. Let's read the first one together. And remember, we'll say the sounds of the word and then blend them together to read the word. Let's go. Say the sounds in the first word. Nice job. Now let's group these sounds together like this. Different. This word is different.
All right, now say the sounds in the second word. All right, let's group those sounds. Inspire. What's the word? Inspire. Inspire means to produce a positive feeling or maybe to set an example.
Incredible. Now we are going to listen to you read this last word. Remember, use our decoding strategy of saying those sounds, grouping those sounds, and then saying the word. Excellent effort. We now know that that last word is effect, and effect is the result of something.
All right, now let's get on back to our text.
A letter from the publisher will give you a better idea of what the reader, Kids Excel, will be about. Be sure to read carefully to find out the name of the publisher and learn what he does.
So let's begin by reading the first page. Let's read it together. Ready? Begin. Kids, my name is Mark Deeds, and I have a fun job. I visit with kids who excel at what they do. When you excel at something, you are good at it. The kids I visit all excel at different things. Some of them excel at sports like running or jumping.
Now Miss Amanda will read a few words and you'll read along with her. When she stops, you read until the end of your sentence on your own. Miss Amanda will help make sure you get all of the words correct. And remember, the end of a sentence will be signified by a period, a question mark, or an exclamation mark.
Ready? Let's read. Some of them excel at math. Some of them excel at skipping rocks or standing on their hands. All of them are good at something.
Expert reading. Now let's read this next paragraph as a choral read. That means we will read it together. Ready? Read. I visit with the kids. I chat with them. I ask them how they got started doing what they do and how they got good at it. Sometimes I chat with their moms and dads too. I jot down notes and take snapshots. Then I write up what they tell me so I can share it with you.
Awesome. Let's continue. For this next paragraph, you read it on your own. I will whisper read it along with you, but we are listening closely for what you're reading. Ready? Read. When I meet someone who excels at something, it inspires me to be as good as I can be. I hope the kids in Kids Excel have the same effect on you too.
As scholars, you go ahead and read the closing and the signature with me. Mark Deeds, Publisher, Kids Excel.
Incredible! Yes. Did you hear that reading, Miss Brandy?
That was great. Good job.
Wow. Now, think about what we've just read. All right? Now, ask us a question that involves a what word. Oh, the what question word about something in the letter you just read. So you will now generate or come up with a question that starts with the word what. Go ahead and come up with a question.
Interesting questions. Miss Amanda, I heard someone ask a question, and they asked, what is Kids Excel? Well, we now know Kids Excel is a magazine about kids who are good at things.
That's exactly right. Now, friends, who is the publisher of Kids Excel? Aha, the publisher is Mark Deeds.
So what does it mean to publish something? I heard you. To publish something means to print a story.
That's exactly right. Now, Mr. Deeds visits with kids who excel at things. What are some of the activities at which the kids excel? Oh, you may have said that kids excel at skipping rocks, math, and sports, maybe like swimming or jumping rope.
Excellent recall, scholars. I noticed something in that last answer, and it included the word math. Miss Amanda, I know that math is spelled with a single A.
True.
To represent that medial A sound. A while ago, we used A to spell the sound A.
We did.
I would like for us to determine when the letter A says A and when it says A.
Now that will be helpful. That's a great idea, all right? So we have some spelling trees up here. That's going to help us do exactly what you just asked about, Miss Brandy, all right? So let's take a look at our spelling trees. Now notice some of the branches may look like they're different lengths. That's because they show a common spelling pattern for a sound. Some of the longer branches represent more common spellings, and some of the shorter ones represent less common spellings.
True. The odd ducks branch is the shortest. Words with unusual spellings are called odd ducks. Odd ducks are those tricky words and are on yellow paper for today's lesson. Some of the parts of those tricky words can't necessarily be sounded out. We just have to kind of know those word parts. The words that can be completely sounded out are on the green leaves.
Okay, got it. All right. Now, this is definitely going to help us practice spelling that sound A that we looked at earlier, all right? And it's going to help us distinguish between the A sound and then the short sound A, as well as seeing how both of those are spelled.
Okay, let's get going with our first word. You at home can help me with the words. And Miss Amanda, can you show them to the students and to
Yes.
us and put them on our spelling tree?
Yes, I'll be glad to.
Our first word today will be the word sand.
Got it.
Sand. Do we hear a short or a long vowel sound in the word sand? Great. Short vowel, spelled with the single letter A.
Perfect.
Okay?
Short vowel spelled with a single letter A.
Sand. Great job. Our next word is stay.
Stay.
Scholars, say the word stay. Do we hear a long or short vowel? Correct. It is a long sound A, and it is spelled with AY in this word. So it'll be on one of our short branches, Miss Amanda.
There we go. Stay.
Good. Next word, snap.
Got it.
Is that a short vowel sound? Yes, for sure. Snap. Let's get it on our short vowel spelling tree. Notice the sound is A, not A, because it is closed syllable.
Right, right.
Okay, let's go to our next word, paper. What's this sound that the A is making in the word paper? That one belongs on our long vowel spelling tree.
And it's spelled long A with A.
A. Good. How about the word cake? Cake.
Let's take a look at that one.
Yes, you notice it's a long sound, and it is a consonant pattern. Consonant E pattern. Good eye. A, consonant E.
Consonant E for cake.
Good job. So we can place it on that branch. Notice that it's a long sound, and it is a very common spelling for that long A sound. Listen to the word grass.
Grass. Grass.
Long or short? Yes, it is short. You're rocking that. Short vowel sound. Let's get it on our short vowel tree. Grass. How about the word acorn?
Acorn. Like a seed. An acorn is a seed for
okay.
tree.
For sure, that's a long sound, long A sound in that word. Long branch here, Miss Amanda. It's a very common spelling.
All right. And so acorn has the same spelling with a single A. So we'll put it here.
Great. The next word is mask. What do you think?
Mask. I hear the sound, but it says A. So it's not the long A.
Not long
It's just
A.
the short A sound in mask.
Mask. So which tree will we put it on?
Perfect.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Amanda, our short A tree. Let's discuss this word. Great.
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 Oh, I noticed it's a little different.
It does have a long vowel sound, A, but how is it spelled? Take a look at it.
Interesting.
Yes, this is one of our odd duck spellings. It is spelled with E-A. So we just have to know in this word that these letter combinations make that A sound.
Okay.
Let's get it on our odd ducks
All
branch.
right. So it's long A, odd ducks branch because it's spelled with an E-A.
Yes. All right, scholars, take a look at this word. What is it? What's our word? Oh. Okay. This word is claim. Tell us where we should place this word on our spelling tree. Long A spelled A-I.
Perfect.
Okay, we have two more words. I have the word vapor. What sound? I hear it too. I hear the long A, but I also hear our controlled sound, or vapor. Because it's a two-syllable word, we have two vowel sounds. But let's focus on our A sound. How's it spelled? Single A, right? I'll give it to Miss Amanda.
All right. And before I put this on here, we want to go ahead and remind you about these sounds. Long A says A, short A says A. And we're going to have to go ahead and finish up, Miss Brandy.
Okay.
Thanks so much for your time today, kids, and you did the best job today. Thanks for your help. All rights and credits for today's lesson belong to Core Knowledge Language Arts. We'd like to thank them for publicly sharing these valuable resources. The views and opinions expressed in this lesson are those of Core Knowledge authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the Mississippi Department of Education. Thanks for joining us today, boys and girls. We'll see you next time.